All right, checkity check, 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 check. Got it.
Checkity check, 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 check.
You're good.
We ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Heyo, and welcome to another episode of The Darchives. I'm Jamie talking to Leo.
And I'm Leo listening to Jamie.
And this week, we are going to do something I am so excited about. We are going to talk about a real life pirate.
Heck yeah.
I love maritime stories. I love water transportation. I love water stories. I am so into this.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's get into it.
Today, I am going to be telling you about Edward Ned Lowe. He was born around 1690 in Westminster, London, England. In his youth, he was known for just kind of petty crimes like thievery, gambling, just overall acting like a little thug.
Okay.
He ran with his brother sometimes, his older brother, but his older brother, I'm going to just preface this story with because this was so long ago and because in tales with pirates, things tend to be more of an exaggerated truth. Some things are going to be a little murky.
Okay.
But his older brother, the crimes caught up to him and he was eventually hanged for them.
All right, what year is this?
He was born in 1690, so this is just like his childhood.
Okay.
But in 1710, Ned traveled to the US, more specifically Boston, Massachusetts. And while there, he settled down with a wife named Eliza. Shortly after this, she gave birth to a son, but the son unfortunately died in his infancy. And then later they had a daughter who did survive.
Kind of a sign of the times, though, huh?
Yeah.
Kids not making it. Sometimes mothers not making it. Childbirth is forever and always, and still is, risky business.
Speaking of mothers not making it, shortly after their daughter was born, Eliza passed away.
Oof.
Yeah.
Because of the childbirth, or was that just an unrelated incident after?
Most articles said that it was just shortly after, while some did say that it was due to childbirth.
Okay.
The death of Eliza kind of sent him into a spiral. He had a job in a rigging house, which was a place where ships would be prepared and stored, as well as where they got all their rigging equipment fitted on.
Mm-hmm.
After her death, he got fired from this job, and it was at this time that he decided to leave his daughter behind in Boston after he got another job on a ship bound for the Bay of Honduras.
All right. Is that Caribbean? Honduras? No, it's South American.
It's in Central America, so right in between what you were saying. Yeah, you had the right idea.
Okay.
Yeah, down in Central America. While down there, he was tasked as a woodcutter in the Spanish-owned land. Since it was Spanish-owned, though, and this wood was being cut down without permission, the crew was armed. They were ready in case of a conflict.
They were stealing wood.
Yeah.
From Honduras.
Yeah, from Spain, but yes.
There's not enough wood up in Massachusetts.
I have no idea.
But okay.
This is early 1700s.
Yeah, they're stealing island wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
One night after a conflict with the captain, Lowe decided that the best idea he could do to take his anger out was to take his pistol out, aim it at the captain, and fire. Fortunately for the captain, and unfortunately for Ned, he missed and hit somebody behind the captain.
Okay.
It didn't matter, though, because this was...
He couldn't turn that around? He couldn't be like, that guy had a knife, he was going to stab you, dude.
I just saved your life. What's the problem here?
Oh, man, you didn't see what he was trying to do? Nobody saw that?
What, did you guys all sit here with your eyes closed?
Yeah. Nothing like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Lowe and 12 other men, somehow they took control of the ship, and they sailed off to begin their life of piracy. So this was just kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. This conflict.
Yeah, he tried to kill the captain, failed, and then stole his ship anyway and took off?
Yeah.
With a ragtag crew? Okay.
Yep. Lowe was elected captain of the ship, and their next stop was the Cayman Islands. Once there, they came into contact with another pirate named Captain George Lowther. He had also just recently mutinied his way into piracy. So Lothar suggested the two join forces to wreak mayhem around the Caribbean, and Lowe loved this idea.
Couple scallywags, all right.
In January of 1722, the crew found a ship from Boston called the Greyhound, and they raided the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What'd they get?
Loot, booty.
Whole lot of booty.
While the pirates were looting the ship, they were also torturing and whipping the crew, the American crew. The captain of the Greyhound, Benjamin Edwards, was for some reason spared, though. So he's able to tell the tales of what happened here.
Tell everybody that Ned Lowe and, what's his name?
Lothar.
The Lowe and Lothers are coming through.
Exactly. Gotta spread word. How else do you become a good pirate? You have to have some fear around you. May of that same year, they captured, plundered, and sank a brigantine near the West Indies, but now they had their intentions set on the upper east coast of North America. So think New England, Canada area.
Okay, I do have a question. Brigantine, is that like is it like a warship, a supply ship?
A brigantine is like what you picture when you think of a pirate ship. Like the two masts with the sails and like that classic 1700 ship look.
Okay, cool. So now they're heading up to North America around Canada area.
Yes.
Okay.
Later that month, they made it up to the upper East Coast and saw a ship called the Rebecca. The people aboard this ship were fine. Like they didn't kill or torture anybody here. But this was important because the pirates ended up keeping this ship.
Wait, so they didn't kill anybody,
Mm-mm.
but they stole the ship.
Yes. So they took the ship and just dropped everybody who was on it back off on land. But now these two pirates have two ships now. So this was important because they decided to split ways. Lowe and Lothar did.
They have two ships now.
Well, they had the ship that...
Oh, I see what you're saying. So they were both sharing one ship. I thought when they
Yes.
met the other pirate that became a captain, he already had a ship.
From all the sources that I saw, they were traveling together up to the East Coast. And then when they get the Rebecca is when they officially have two ships.
Okay. I would have thought that guy had his own ship.
I agree. It's a little...
Two captains, one ship.
Yeah.
I just don't hear about it a lot.
It's a little murky. Like I said, some of this is kind of just lost to time. And other parts of it are very much big fishing.
Okay.
With the two now split up, though, Lowe decided that he was going to head up towards Canada and Lothar was going to go to New York. We're staying close to each other, but we're pretty much Splitsville.
Is this a divide and conquer split, or is this a see you when I see you, bud?
Kind of a see you when I see you, bud.
Okay.
On his way up the coast, Lowe stopped to raid a few ships off the coast of Rhode Island. He never stuck around for too long, though. And this was good because the governor of Rhode Island heard that there was pirates in the water nearby, and he quickly declared that, quote, "The drums bear about town for volunteers to go in quest of the pirates, and by 3 o'clock the same day, there were 2 large sloops under sail, equipped and manned."
They're on patrol.
Mm-hmm. He heard about this governor, and was immediately like,
No pirates in my waters.
no pirates in these waters. This would set off a little manhunt for Lowe, but honestly, the colonies weren't super interested in catching them. A little fun fact, the people of Rhode Island had such a positive attitude towards pirates that people from Massachusetts called it Rogues Island instead of Rhode Island.
So the governor didn't like them,
Mm-hmm.
but the people were like, it's cool. They spend money at our ports, we're cool.
Yeah, like
They're rowdy and fun.
they weren't yearning to catch any pirates, really.
The boys are back in town plays every time they roll up.
Blasted on their JBL speakers. Also kind of related, but not totally related. Just another example of the attitudes towards pirates at this time in the colonies. The governor of New York was actually known to have taken large bribes from pirates just 30 years prior to this to turn a blind eye to their exploits.
Grease my palm a little. If something goes missing from the shipping manifest on the ports, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah. While the people of Massachusetts had no problem roasting the people of Rhode Island, the governor of Massachusetts at this time did not do anything to help when Rhode Island asked for help in this little manhunt that they had. A publisher named James Franklin actually ran an article mocking the Massachusetts governor for his lack of action, and for this, he was arrested and thrown in prison for slander.
Governors had a lot of power back in the day, it sounds like.
Despite Rhode Island's best efforts, Lowe did get away. And in June of that year, he really began his brutality when he captured some whaling ships out of Nantucket. And in the process, he tortured and hanged 2 Wampanoag tribe members.
Do you think he was brutalizing them and hanging them just to like increase his infamy a little bit?
Send a message, really get his image out there? Very well could have been. This is what we know him for. We know him for being a nasty little man. Later that month, he finally arrived in Nova Scotia and then immediately proceeded to capture about a dozen fishing vessels and take some of the men onto his ship.
Part of the ship, part of the crew, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, he's got a little fleet going on now.
Yeah, well, he's trying to build up a crew, and
Mhm.
some of it was by force, but, I mean, be damned if he don't get them.
I mean, back in the day, I could see some deckhand. This is totally me, like,
Romanticizing.
yeah, maybe romanticizing and honestly just talking out my ass. But I could totally see like some guy scrubbing the deck, getting spit on every day, and then as soon as this ship gets taken, he's all like, "I fucking hated that captain, bro. I'll come with
Yeah. I would do it. I mean, honestly, working for the man or working for myself?
you." Still working for somebody no matter what,
Yeah, I know.
unless you're the captain.
Oh, to be a pirate captain. Very stressful, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Have to keep up the image.
yeah. I'd want to be like number 2 or number 3.
Yeah. I just want to just yell at people. I don't want to actually have to
See, I want some of the perks, but none of the target.
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I want to be able to easily jive in. Like somebody kills the captain, they look at me like, "You got a problem?" I'm like, "Nah, bro. What do you need? I got the compass. Like, we're good."
I got a fucking map and that's it, my boy.
Yeah, it's like, where are we going? Like, I follow the captain, not the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Respect
yeah.
the rank.
Very. I love that. Yes. Back to taking men.
Yeah.
One of these men was Philip Ashton, who would survive and would write some of the most detailed accounts of Lowe as a pirate.
So this is where we get some real firsthand stuff.
He was not part of the ship, part of the crew. He was
An inside man.
a prisoner. We'll kind of get into a little bit of what he says, though. Also during this raid, Lowe found a new ship, a large schooner called the Mary, and he switched to that ship. So just bouncing ships.
Upgrading.
He had his first close call in the Canadian waters when one day he saw a large ship in the distant fog and believed it to be a merchant ship. Ashton said the men, Ashton being the prisoner,
Mhm.
said the men were ecstatic looking upon the ship and they believed it to be a prize for them. It was unfortunately for them discovered that this ship was from the Royal Navy.
Oof.
It was a man-of-war ship on patrol duty. Lowe real quickly hightailed it out of there, not looking for a fight with them.
Mhm.
After this, he decided he was done with North America and set sail across the Atlantic toward the Azores.
So geography's always been a bit of a challenge for me. So where are the Azores? Ow, I bit my tongue.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Where are the Azores?
They are technically part of Portugal, but they're just like a little chain of islands, west of Portugal, pretty far into the ocean, but
Okay, so like an island chain in like the southwestern part of Europe.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Circling back to Philip Ashton and what he saw on this ship, Ashton wrote about a weird rule that Lowe had on the ship where he wouldn't allow married men in his crew. Ashton believed that he wouldn't take them, quote, lest they grow uneasy in his service and have an inclination to desert him and return home for the sake of their families. End quote.
I can't have any crew members wanting to go home to see their wifey.
Yeah, which I guess when you think about it logistically like that, it doesn't seem like that weird of a rule.
When you're in that line of work, you're a little disposable, right?
Yeah.
Make some quick money, live outside the law. If you go missing, you go missing. It is what it is.
Yeah, and I can go all over the waters and I'm not concerned about it. I can go anywhere at any time. Lowe is also known when he was sober to show a deep tenderness and actually weep over his daughter back in Boston. So I don't think he ever actually wanted to leave her. I think he was just opportunity arose and he's nothing if not opportunistic.
One thing led to another, and it's just this is the path that he's on now.
Yeah.
Which, when you think about that rule, maybe he cares a lot about his crew, and he doesn't want his crew to hurt like he hurts. But really, it's probably for, like he said, he just doesn't want them to take off on him. But
I mean, maybe it could have been both too.
But play a violin in the background. He's sitting there aching, just going, I wear this burden, and I make sure my crew doesn't have to.
I'm loving the air violin. Yeah, see, you could spin it in a nice way. You could spin it in a I just don't want to be left way, or it could have been a little bit of both. He is a man after all.
Let me spin it.
Complex.
You stick to the facts.
Okay.
I'm going to spin it.
Yeah, spin it. No matter which way we spin it, though, this sadness that he held did not stop him from being an absolute madman. While in the Azores, it was reported that a ship had dared to try and defend themselves against him, to which, quote from Ashton again, the pirates cut and mangled them in a barbarous manner, particularly some Portuguese passengers, two of whom being friars, they triced up at each arm of the foreyard before they were quite dead, and this they repeated several times out of sport. End quote. All that fancy talk just means that the friars were hoisted up and down from the arms of the sail repeatedly until they died.
Ow.
Fucking ow.
They just lift him up and drop him.
Like little yo-yos. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all hoist him all the way up to the top of the mast, let it go, let him hit the fucking deck, hoist him back up again, let him go, hit the deck.
Uh-huh.
Brutal.
Yeah. Insane. To even think of that.
It's a good idea.
Oh my gosh. Ashton spoke of his time being held as a captive as being beaten, whipped, kept in chains, and constantly threatened with death. Which at that point, why are you even keeping him?
For the fun of it. They're
Yeah.
obviously
Sadist.
horrible
Yeah.
fucking people.
No, yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of this from a sane brain, if you will.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ned and his crew were freaks.
Mm-hmm. Quite.
So to have a punching bag or two on board doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility. Somebody you could scare the shit out of when you're not actively maiming people and trying to steal their shit.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm looking at this from a sane brain, and that's a little out of my realm, but you are right.
I've got the insane brain. I'll help you with your perspective.
This is beautiful. Two halves, just making a whole podcast here.
Yeah, I've run over scenarios of post-apocalyptic stuff in my head and stuff. I get down and dirty in my brain if I have to.
Oh God, I can't think about it. I'm eating dirt.
Yeah, we know.
Ashton also says of this time that the crew were complete barbarians who would kill men out of amusement or for humor just as frequently as out of passion or resentment. They were just killing for the fun of it. He even said that they were absolutely delighted by the cries and groans of other prisoners.
Yeah, we got a twisted little crew here.
Yeah. Well, let's get into how twisted they were with some of their torture techniques, shall we? They would tie hands together with rope in between the fingers and then set the rope on fire.
Slow burn all through your fingers.
Yeah. Ow. They would also put burning matches out in between their fingers, sometimes burning them all the way to the bone, which has got to be deep.
I mean, your knuckles and stuff aren't very...
But it was in between.
There's no bone in between your fingers.
I know. I don't know. I'm not a bonologist, but I don't know how they're doing that. All I know is that it sounds horrid
I
and
would assume
painful.
it's around like the knuckles of their
Mm,
fingers and stuff.
yeah.
I would assume it's knuckle stuff.
Okay. Knuckle stuff noted.
Yeah. If I were a pirate, see what I'd do is I'd just sprinkle a little bit of gunpowder on the backs of their hands and light it up. Quick little burns. Hot though.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Like I said, I'll go there.
He goes there. They would also flog. Naturally, we're flogging. They would make non-lethal cuts with their swords or knives all over the body.
Kind of hard to do non-lethal back in the day because infections are a real thing that kill people.
Yes, but non-lethal in the way of I'm not
Yeah.
cutting your neck.
My cut won't kill you. The infection that seeps in afterwards might.
Uh-huh. It's like a Komodo dragon bite.
I grew up thinking Komodo dragons were not venomous, but their mouths were so dirty
Mm-hmm.
that the infection just killed you like within minutes.
Yeah.
While their mouths are completely disgusting and will give you an infection, they actually are venomous.
No shit.
Yep, they're venomous animals.
Wow. Oh, how fun. We are both learning so much today.
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't.
Fact check me, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
I have no reason to doubt you.
Well, I'm never sure of myself, and when I'm not sure, I'm usually right, but I'm not going to let that stop me from being unsure.
All right, pause. Yes, Komodo dragons are venomous. Fantastic. Snaps and claps.
I'm going to learn how to add applause on this thing.
All right, back to torture though. Lowe and his crew were also known for burning and cutting off non-essential body parts like ears and lips or slitting nostrils. Gross.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
Yeah. One story tells of a cook aboard a French vessel, quote, who they said being a greasy fellow would fry well in the fire, end quote. So this poor man was bound to the main mast and burnt on the ship.
This all sounds like some pretty standard pirate shit to me.
I know.
Oh, you're a greasy little pig, aren't you? Burn them. These sound like scoundrels of the sea. I love it.
Well,
I mean, they're horrible, but I kind of love it.
tell me if this one sounds par for the course. Another story comes from either a Portuguese or a French ship. Again, kind of murky, but it's one of the two. Where the captain decided that rather than let the pirates have their gold, he threw it all overboard. And this absolutely incensed Lowe. And he decided to cut off the captain's lips, cook them, and then force the captain to eat them. Is that still sounding about right for pirates?
I mean, yeah, it's shocking.
It is quite.
Very shocking. Eat your own lips.
I'm going to cook them in front of you and then force you to eat them. I have never heard of anything like that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Insane.
But I'm still going par for the course. They're pirates.
Yes.
These are the dirty, marauding pirates, not the fun-loving Jack Sparrows of the world.
Yeah. I don't know. That one threw me through a loop. That was a bit much.
He's like sounding like the most metal pirate I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know many pirates. Like even the names that I know, I probably don't know much about them.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just ignorant. Maybe there's a lot of cool metal pirates out there.
Well, if you guys like this episode, please tell me because I would love an excuse to do another pirate episode in the future. Well, after forcing this man to do that horrid little act, he then proceeded to murder him and the rest of the crew. Do you imagine your last meal being your lips?
Humiliate, then eviscerate.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at that point, please kill me.
He did.
Thank you. Most of the plundered ships were either destroyed to make them unable to sail again, or they were just burned and sunk. He loved to burn a ship. The men aboard the ships were either tortured and killed or forced to join the crew. So he's still kind of getting his numbers up. There's even a story of some Spanish sailors who tried to jump ship and avoid whatever Lowe was going to do to them. And Lowe ordered boats to go after the men and just kill them in the water. So he wasn't even letting survivors happen at this point.
Yep, I could see that in my head too. Pulling up beside a guy swimming, they're sitting there mocking him, making fun of him, and just taking pot shots at him
Yeah.
till they hit him. Just
Oh,
having fun.
God.
Reloading their flintlocks. Pop. Oh, I missed him. Oh, you can't hit him, Curly. Come here. You know,
Yeah,
I
totally.
could totally see that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, back to the actual pirating. Now that we have kind of a clearer picture of what he was actually up to while out, Lowe had commandeered a new ship called the Rose. At this point, he's pretty well known and regarded as one of the most feared pirates in the Atlantic. He sailed around the coast of Africa for a bit, raiding and killing before he decided to sail back towards the Caribbean. This is just kind of a fun story. While in the Caribbean, he wanted his ships to be careened, which is just where the ships are essentially like tipped over so the bottoms can be cleaned up. And somehow during this process, the Pink, the ship that he had just gotten, was wrecked and it sunk. Yeah, it was either that it like just somehow like just fractured or water got in it. Like they didn't close it up tight enough and water got in it and it sunk. You guys are bad at this. Not down and out for too long though. He ends up with another ship called the Fortune and he's off again. At this point he had a crew of about 100 men, but he is spiraling even further into his madness. The crew are kind of starting to protest at this point, not fully gung ho for the torturing. Just know that there is a little unrest happening in the crew. In June of 1723, after narrowly escaping capture from a previous ship chase that he was in, Lowe landed in the Delaware Bay and he spotted a ship on the horizon. They began chasing this ship and hoisted the black flag, indicating that they were pirates and were demanding surrender. The ship did not heed this warning, so they then hoisted the Jolly Roger, indicating that there would now be no mercy when they caught up to this mystery ship. Totally off topic, but there is a pirates museum in Salem, Massachusetts, and it had all the different flags that the pirates used.
Mm-hmm.
And all the different variations of the iconic Jolly Roger were so fascinating. It was really cool. We all pictured the normal Jolly Roger, right? Like black with the white skull on it. But some pirates, they would use red as more of like an intimidating factor. Ned Lowe's Jolly Roger was a black flag with a whole skeleton, like a whole body, but in red. And that was like his version.
Oh, so he had the black and red flag?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So just the different variations of what certain pirates chose as their flag. It was just really, really fascinating. It's a cool museum. You guys should go. But anyway, sorry, back to this Jolly Roger. They raised it, indicating that there would be no mercy for this ship, right? Unfortunately for the men and Lowe, they were once again chasing the Royal Navy.
He likes big ships.
He loves to push it.
He sees a big aft sailing into the sunset in front of him and he chases it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What man don't chase a big aft, you know what I'm saying?
You're so stupid.
Just saying.
That was really clever. All right. Lowe on one ship and his lieutenant on the second ship, they had just sailed directly to the people most eager to catch him. His lieutenant Harris was closest to the Navy ship, and the ship actually got hit. This panicked Lowe, and instead of sticking around to help his crew, he turned his ship around and he fled, leaving Harris and the rest of the crew aboard to the mercy of the Royal Navy.
Not a good look, Ned.
Mm-mm. Unfortunately for them, they didn't get any mercy at all. They were taken to Newport, Rhode Island, and were all hanged before the month was over. So he just lost half his crew, and he fled, leaving them.
Lost half his crew, and now the other half knows that he
Is a little bitch.
will bitch out on him.
Mm-hmm. This is seemingly the only loss that Lowe had ever suffered during his piracy, and this was the straw that broke the camel's back for him. A fishing boat from Nantucket was his next victim, and despite surrendering, the captain of this ship had both of his ears cut off and was shot in the head before they sunk his ship. I don't know why he's doing this to like ears and lips and stuff. It's so freaky.
I mean, look, this is old school mass murder. 1700s. Homeboy just gets on a boat. He wants to murder. Finds a bunch of guys who want to murder.
He's a maritime serial killer.
What are pirates if not serial killers in that aspect?
Yeah, truly. Another captain around this time was gutted, also had his ears cut off, and he was forced to eat them.
His ears?
The captain was. Another report talks of him cutting out a captain's heart and forcing just another random prisoner to eat it.
I would do that.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody's ever been hunting before, heart's pretty good.
Ew.
Not gonna lie.
No.
Pretty tender.
No.
So unless you got like a big animal, muscle, it gets tough.
Gross.
Smaller deer heart's pretty good.
I still cry during Bambi. I can't hang with that.
I will eat Bambi's heart in a heartbeat.
Oh, okay. Well, well, he did that to a captain. At this point, though, the crew are over him. Now, there are several stories about what actually happens here, but early in 1724, Lowe is gone. One possible event is that the crew, tired of his sadistic nature, mutinied and marooned Lowe. A French ship would later come across him, but once realizing who he was hanged for piracy. Another is that the crew voted him out of his captaincy and gave him a small boat to leave in.
Doubt it. Judging by how they dealt with people, yeah, we'll let you go, bud. No.
Well, in this event, or in this story, where after that he was reportedly spotted in 1726 back in the Bay of Honduras.
Back where he started.
Yep.
I don't believe that story. I don't think they would let him go. I think this is a ride till you die situation.
Weirdly enough, none of these says that the crew killed him. The last story is apparently in 1739, a Boston Evening Post article said that Lowe was working for the Spanish crown as a gunner in the West Indies.
I don't believe. After the stories that we heard about him, the first one sounded the most logical, if any of them.
Yeah, like they just marooned him on an island.
Yeah, the crew was all like, there you go, left him for dead, thought that would be fun because he's probably going to die.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of people they were. In classic fashion, he sees a ship, he flags it down thinking he's going to steal it, and guess what?
No.
Nope. They know who you are, and you're getting hanged.
Yeah, I like that one best too. While we don't officially know what happened to him, what is known is that after the early months of 1724, he was never officially confirmed to be anywhere. He just simply disappeared and left only his stories behind. Even the treasure, rumored to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars today, is gone.
There you go, everybody. Start somewhere around Delaware. Start heading down towards Central and South America.
Head to the Caribbean.
If you find it, remember,
who put you on?
Who lit the way?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Who put a boot in your aft? You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
Don't make me get stern with you. Need more boat stuff?
Before you completely lose it. During Lowe's 3-year stint as a pirate, he burned over 100 ships and personally killed over 50 men, but this doesn't include the likely hundreds who were killed by crewmates or by the burning and sinking of their ships. He is gone, just leaving a trail of
ears,
flames.
Lips,
yeah,
flayed men.
Yes.
Just flayed men all over the ocean.
Yep.
All over the Atlantic.
Period. Well, what'd you think? You have fun with that one?
Yeah, no, that was super fun. I loved like getting to know what actual piracy looked like. And Ned was just bad.
Yeah, he was just a bad man.
And his crew were just as bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you guys all learned something new this week. You can follow us on Instagram and Threads at Darkives Podcast.
And you can shoot us an email over at thedarkivescommunity@gmail.com if you'd like.
You can
Sorry.
You can support the show by subscribing, leaving a rating on Spotify. You can comment. So if you guys have any suggestions, send an email, leave a comment, slide into our DMs. And with that, we will see you guys next week. Goodbye.
See ya, scallywags.